Alright, so I'm just gonna get straight to the point, guys. So this car cost me $5,000 in American dollars. The guy on the Facebook group in the Guatemalan AE86 group was asking $3,500 in American dollars, and I offered him a little bit more, just enough for him to hold it. Eventually, I gave him like $300 to hold it and to meet my friend with the car. And originally I was gonna go and check out the car in person, and to be honest with you, had I drove this car and seen it in person, I wouldn't have bought it. At least not for $5,000. I might have given him $2,000 for it, especially because the whole point of importing it is to save money, because you're going to a lot of trouble, okay? A lot of trouble to get this to the States. And then I still got to fly out to Texas. That was like $450. Then the shipping, my buddy's cousin did it, and they were originally going to charge me $2,000. Ended up being $2,800, and then ended up being another $450 to go through the tax office, and then it was gonna be another $400 for the lawyer, but they waived it because at that point, I was already past my spending limits with it's $7,000, much less getting close to $9,000 now. So I may have anywhere between $9,000 and $10,000 in this car, which I can't say that I'm thrilled about. The car was a disappointment. When I was driving it, though, I did fall in love with this car, especially going through Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi, and I made it all the way to Alabama, and then I got hit in Coleman, Alabama. I think before this car got hit, it was worth $10,000. I was led to believe it was lower mileage than it was. It says 218, 749, and that's permanent because the odometer quit working probably 10 years ago. I wouldn't doubt it. I suspect this car and the engine have 400,000 miles on it, but the locks are really homemade, garage door Yale locks on the driver and passenger side, Phillips on the hatch. Need a new hatch anyways, but yeah, I'll probably eventually change these. I managed to lock the door. I didn't think these doors locked, but apparently the Japanese in the 80s and 90s, you would lock your door and shut it, and then as a safety measure to prevent you from locking your keys in the car, you'd actually have to hold the door handle and shut it with it locked, and then it would lock. And yeah, now I gotta figure out how to unlock my passenger side door. But yeah, that's all I got to share with you today, guys. Hopefully that answered your questions about how much it costs to import from Guatemala. Personally, I'm not going to say I wouldn't recommend it, but I would recommend you really do your research. Like I said, I was going to go in person first, but I got talked out of it. But anyways, if you have any more questions, just let me know.